Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. Okay. All of my old subscribers, uh all of my present subscribers and all of my future subscribers. You guys, I said old present. I really screwed that up, but y'all get the drift, okay? Um, yeah, I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much and um as we continuously just continue to go up, okay? I want you guys to know that I appreciate you, okay? I wanted to talk about straight drop, okay? How do straight drops lawyer feel after his client? How does his lawyer feel after trying to Lilboy judge coffee after his client has been sitting up doing anything he feel like he is big enough to do? Okay, because straight drop um is a problem, okay? I think I've spoken about that. People talk about in the jail how straight drop is a problem, and it comes from, they were saying they think it comes from, him just being frustrated with and feeling helpless, at this point. Straight drop, whatever happens, he could never try. And even though, it is in my belief that the prosecutors have the correct person, based on the evidence and stuff that I'm hearing that they have as it relates to him. But even if he wanted to try to help himself a little bit, he can't do that. And I think sitting there and knowing that he can't, because at this point he's got to think about his family, he's got to think about all of that if he wanted to try and vindicate himself, and at least try to um, get his sentence, you know, less than 60. Okay. I'm sure all of that plays a part because, I've been heard that he was a nervous wreck. Um, and so, yeah, but I wonder how his attorney feels. And I'm going to show the video. I'm going to insert the video in here. But I wonder how he feels. But as I said before, straight drops. When that attorney came in, they went to Nashville and got him. He is a high price attorney, and he used to be a assistant district attorney for Shelby County years ago, and then he went to Nashville and started practicing, right? And you know, um, yeah, and he's being paid off the chain, okay? Because Nashville is 3 to 3.5 hours away. So I'm sure, well, we already know he's charging out the frame to travel them 3.5 hours. That's just one way. And can you imagine how it's gonna be when his trial starts? Because I don't know who went and got Luke, but I'm sure the people that's paying for the attorney, got him. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, they got some pretty long money at this point, right? Because we know straight drop ain't paying for him, right? And so, yeah, I'm sure when Luke, the trial starts, because Luke was put there to make sure that straight drop did not work with the prosecutors, right? He was put there to make sure that he didn't. That's the reason why he could stand there with his blue eyes. Okay. He could stand there with them blue eyes he got and say, "Oh, my client is going to trial." Well, number one, Luke gonna charge out the frame because he gonna have to have a hotel. Okay. He's not going to drive 3.5 hours to and fro. He's going to require a room, okay? And it ain't gonna be no motel. It's gonna be a hotel downtown Memphis where he gonna be paying about whoever it is gonna be paying $200-300 a night. That's gonna be in their retainers that they have to consistently pay. Okay. See, a lot of people forget, like, because I always require retainers, right? And so with a retainer, let's just say, attorneys charge way more than us. So let's just say with a retainers, okay. Um, Luke probably no less than 25, and that's kind of cheap. But he ain't taking no less than 25. Luke them charging about 700 and up an hour. Because it's a high profile case, he might charge 500, but I doubt it. Okay. But let's just say we can ready to do the math. Okay. Because I want this to sink in. But I said this from the beginning when people was all over the place last year. I was saying, check into who's retaining those attorneys. Um, and then you'll know who it was that had paid to have a dog taken out. Okay, I ain't talking about the people that's funneling the money, but anyways, let's just say Luke got a $20,000 retainers. Okay, 20 G's. Okay, 20 G's divided by, I'll give it a low fee. I'll say 500. Okay, that's 40 hours. Yeah, that's 40 hours. We know, shit. Traveling back and forth from Nashville with the gas mileage, and he been on straight drops case for a year. That what I say, that was 20,000. That, let's just say that he required 20 G's. I don't know why I wanted to put 25, but I put 20. Okay, at $500 an hour, that's 40 hours. Okay, that's 40 times 500. It's $20,000. Y'all know damn well he been. So then when that 40 hours run out, which it runs out in a month. Let's just, I'll go up. Let's just say he required 25,000, because most of them on this young dog's case requiring 30 and up. But I'm giving 25,000 divided by 500. I still keep it at 500, even though we know they're charging about 1,000 an hour. Okay, that's 50. He using up 50 in a month. So when them 50 hours is used up, that's $25,000. Okay, traveling back and forth from Nashville and he got to pay his team. We ain't talking about the experts and his team. We talking about him. Okay, so let's see, that's six. Okay, now to get from Nashville to Memphis is from 3 to 3.5 hours. Okay, that's one way. Then he has to go in the courtroom, and I'm sure he ain't leaving back out. He's spending that's about 8 hours. I'll say 8 hours one way, and then when he travel back, that's 3.5 hours. He deducting that. Okay, so he's spending about, each and every time he comes to Memphis from Nashville, he deducting about 10 hours. And we already know he done been in court several times. So then their retainers run out. Somebody had to go take him another 25 G's. Okay. Then them 50 hours run out, because we ain't talking about the research and preparation of paperwork, whatever it is that his paralegal and stuff is doing. They charge him for that. 50 hours ain't none. You talking about almost 1,000,000 pages? He had to hire more people for that. So, I mean, instead of 25, they probably charge 50. They got to go through 1,000,000 pages. Can y'all imagine how many hours that took? And it took way more than 50. So somebody is consistently paying them high ass retainers fees. We know it ain't straight drop. Never was. Okay. So they got Luke. Okay. Somebody got Luke for him. They went and got him. The blue-eyed devil. And so Luke wants to Lilboy Judge Coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna insert that video in. Okay, or I'm gonna have to insert it. Okay,
is asking the judge to recuse himself. That motion made today when both Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith appeared in front of a court. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explains what brought about the motion that could possibly interrupt the process of any trial.
Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, you may remember he dropped the song while being locked up here in the jail at 201, and then Judge Lee Coffey dropped his phone privileges. But get this, now Straight Drop's lawyer is asking that Judge Lee Coffey be dropped from the case.
We should have had a hearing to explore who made the phone call, what was the nature of the phone call or the recording. Was it in fact Mr. Johnson? And ultimately, what steps, if any, should be taken after the fact.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from an inmate.
Luke Evans is talking about this song his client Justin Johnson recorded over the phone while being in jail. The name of the song is No Statement. 2 weeks after the song dropped, Johnson appeared in court where Judge Lee Coffey restricted Johnson's phone privileges, only allowing him to communicate with his lawyer.
You know, our legal system is built on transparency. It's built on process. And it's not built on the fact that, you know, information should be vetted without the defendant present, without having the ability to respond to it.
Today, Evans put a motion for Judge Lee Coffey to recuse himself from the case because of the order he made on Johnson's phone privileges without a hearing.
We recorded a record of some sort from jail. Don't know the contents of it. I would listen to it, would not listen to it.
Judge Coffey also stated the recording raised safety concerns in the jail. Johnson is requesting to be removed from the jail at 201 and housed in another facility over safety concerns. Evans says Coffey's order without a hearing is very concerning to his client and the trajectory of a trial.
Obviously, the paramount concern for Mr. Johnson is that he receives a fair trial in front of an impartial judge.
and so when y'all see it, y'all gonna see Luke sitting up thinking that he could, as you all can see, thinking that he can Lilboy Judge Coffey. Okay, so Straight Drop is sitting up in jail causing all kinds of issues because he's upset at the state that he's in because of a decision he made. Okay, yes, they manipulated him, but he ultimately allowed them to do that to him because he thought that he was gonna get some fame off of it, right? So now, you know, Luke is a problem. Okay, but hey, I guess I can't be mad at Luke. Luke doing a job. Luke got a family to feed. He getting that generational wealth. Because he been on Straight Drop's case for over a year. Yeah, I know. He's been on Straight Drop's case for a year. Straight Drop had the Ganguly was a good attorney. He ain't no public defender. Ganguly is a court-appointed attorney that works for the county when the public defender's office is overloaded. He tried to get him to do a plea. He's good at plea deals. He could have got him a real good plea deal. And from my understanding, had him going in the right direction. And they hurry up and got Luke because Luke comes in there, and Luke knows because he's been practicing law long enough. He's been a assistant district attorney for Shelby County years ago. He knows that you do not taunt the judge if you ever want your clients to have a break, because the judge can make your life hell. He can deny everything and use the law to do it. He can make your life a living hell. So nobody goes after the judge. I know Luke don't practice in Memphis anymore, but he still practices in Tennessee. So every now and again, he might get a Straight Drop case, but I wouldn't have him because, I mean, the way he going after the judge trying to Lilboy him, that's suicide. If you ever want to have smooth sailing in a courtroom, no other judge, no other attorney would ever did what Luke did. So I believe they told him to come in there and sabotage the situation, okay? And he was definitely put there to make sure that Straight Drop does not work with the prosecutors, to try to help himself out some, by telling on other people. Y'all see what Orange Mountain did? Orange Mountain threw away the attorney they had for him. Okay, and I don't blame him. Okay, see, but Orange Mountain is my age, so he's double straight drops in them age, so he got more sense. He's been around the globe quite a few times more than straight drop and Cornelius them. Okay, so he knew better, right? He knew better, right? And so, but I wonder how he feels, to come in there. And I pulled up, when Luke was in the courtroom with other judges and stuff like that, them white judges up there in the mountains and stuff. Because he gets cases all around Nashville and them little small towns outside of Nashville, all around Tennessee. I ain't never in my life. I mean, he knows how to, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Just he shows them respect. But he comes into Judge Coffey's courtroom, try to little boy, the black man, and in the process getting his client messed over. But see, Luke ain't worried about it because Luke is there to do a job. His loyalty ain't to straight drop. His loyalty is to the people that's running that money, because them 50 hours goes quick. Okay. And so he comes to Luke probably already made probably close to a meal. Okay. If he don't, he probably stand to when all of this is over. Okay. Because Luke making them run him that money. Okay. He getting paid that monties. Okay. All right. They running that money. Okay. And so his loyalty is to the person that's paying it, not straight drop. Okay. Not straight drop. And straight drop being so young and naive, even though he been out in the street, he think they helping him. When all the time Luke is there to be a babysitter to push him on over that cliff. Okay. But God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. Now, I want to go over to the jail. Okay. I hope I can find that article. Oh, I always click out of everything because I be moving so fast. Oh, that makes me so upset. Let me see if I can find that article. And I had it up, y'all. Oh, here it is. Look at me. Here it is right here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. It says the Shelby County Criminal Court judge overseeing the case of the four men indicted on the charges in the death of Memphis rapper Young Dolph would not recuse himself from the case. He said after hearing a motion Friday, Luke Evans, an attorney for Justin Johnson, one of the four men facing charges, sought to remove Judge Levy Coffey from the case because Judge signed an order preventing Johnson from having contact from jail. Okay, with another excerpt, with anyone except his lawyer. Evans argued the judge did that without hearing evidence, this showing him as being biased. Oh, please. Okay, I'm gonna move on down because that was basically in the video. It says the court, in essence, made findings of fact and conclusion of law based on information gleaned outside of court proceedings. Evans says there was no hearing. I think he talked about that, and the court made a finding about specific things to Mr. Johnson without giving him the opportunity to be heard, without giving anyone the opportunity to speak further, or even the chief jailer, Chief Fields, about fleshing out the facts. Fields was called as a witness during the hearing and said he was unaware of any punishment against Johnson prior to the court order. He also said he found out about the song from news stories about it. The jail then conducted an investigation, he said, and restricted the person who recorded the calls access to Johnson, but did not remove all of Johnson's contact with friends and family. Okay. When Evans asked what policy the recordings violated, Fields said it did not actually violate the jail's policy and that there were a few people who also recorded something from inside the jail and released it publicly. Okay. I can't say it violates the policy, Field said in court Friday, but it violates the potential safety of Mr. Johnson based on the allegations and that he's in jail. Okay. Assistant District Attorney Hagerman and Field said the songs released from inside the jail presented a security risk to Johnson. Coffey, in his denial, said the audio could compromise the integrity of the court case, which is why he said he has not listened to it or looked for it. Okay. And this goes on to talk about Judge Coffey saying that he had not heard the song and all of that. That's basically what he said in the video. But Judge Coffey refused to recuse himself, right? But Luke Evans came in with an agenda, and his agenda was to basically screw Straight Drop. Okay, screw him while grinning at him, because like I said, his loyalty is to the people that's paying him, right? But I wonder how he feels, even after he was trying to get Judge Coffey to recuse himself. See, he don't want him in Judge Coffey's courtroom, since it makes me wonder. He's trying so hard, because see, they know Judge Coffey don't play. Okay, so he was trying so hard to try to see if he can get him in somebody else's courtroom. Maybe I don't know, these folks, you never know. Somebody, did they pay somebody? And I be hating to put stuff like that into the atmosphere. Sometimes they feel like certain judges, they have favor with them, certain attorneys, because all these judges are attorneys, right? They've all worked together and been colleagues at some point. So was he trying to get into somebody else's courtroom that he feel like would be a little bit more lenient or something like that? Or he came in there being a bulldog trying to bully Judge Coffey, and in essence, he's going to make it harder for Straight Drop, But either way it goes, it was all just to screw him over, okay? They already know with 1,000,000 pages, they ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing to help him. But I'm not mad at Luke, because his job is to create generational wealth for his damn family off of these damn cuckabug heads. And I don't blame him. That's his profession. He went to school. That's what he went to school to do. And he's supposed to make them run him his money. Okay? And that's what they doing. All because they want to take out greatness in the Black community. All the white mains is my money. And y'all niggas gonna be broke too. Okay, they're gonna be broke, because when that trial, them trials gonna be coming back to back. It's a whole lot of lawyers. Hell, I wish I was a damn lawyer at this point. Okay, I wish I was a lawyer. Okay, but see, the Black lawyers ain't really getting no money. They paying the white lawyers. Quit went and got him a Black one. He really white. Okay. The lawyer he got that's Black is working with the white one. Okay, because he ain't licensed in Tennessee. Okay. And so these cuckabug head fuck niggas wanted to take out another Black man, and as a result of it, they gonna drain them. And I don't blame them. They need to be drained. They're gonna drain them, and then they're gonna go to jail. They're gonna be sitting right. They're gonna be paying for so many damn lawyers' fees. Okay, because they gotta do it. They gotta do it, because if they don't at least put a pacifier in their mouth, they don't know what's going on. They're scared. They know them dudes gonna talk if they don't keep a pacifier in their mouth. And so they got to pay all these high attorney's fees, okay? So that they can know what's going on. They can pay the lawyers to sell their folks on up the river, and to make sure that they do not turn, okay? To make sure that they do not turn. Okay? But yeah, child, shows getting paid out the frame too. Okay. Shows getting paid out the frame. Cornelius lucky, ain't he? Cornelius got a lawyer real early on. Straight Drop looked shocked when Shows walked in there. Okay. He got his real early on. They hurry up and put a pacifier in his mouth. Okay. But in the end, they probably gonna have to worry about him anyways. Okay. When we see shows is no longer working on that case, uh, they're gonna get worried, ain't it? But they keeping shows paid up. Okay, they keeping him paid up because they already know, right? But when we, I get to thinking about, and I was saying this on a show last night. Cornelius was going. Remember last year around this time, he was going back and forth to court for bond hearings. Then they started to reschedule, and then they started to reschedule. And I remember Judge Coffey saying to Cornelius, "Yeah, make sure you get in. Make sure you get that evidence in for your discovery to your attorney." You know, and then all of a sudden they stopped scheduling bond hearings. Okay. Okay, but he ain't guilty. Okay. All right. Cause see, Shows is a good attorney. If there was any loops, Shows would he one of those ones that look for cracks and crevices and all of that. And he know how to take um a screwdriver and stick it into a crack and open the door. Okay. And in this instance, open the jailhouse door so Cornelius could have stepped out and at least been at home until trial or something. But it ain't no cracks. Them folks got that airtight. Okay. We don't hear nothing else about bond hearings. People act like they forget. People forget too quick. Why? Why? He innocent, right? Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah, y'all. I want to get on here. Straight drop doing everything that he think he big enough to do. I just wonder how Luke feels. But Luke was paid to be a bulldog. Everybody know about straight drop. Everybody know about him. And see, that's the thing that makes me so mad about, you know, these old niggas making a fool out of these young dudes, and these fathers and stuff need to get into their sons' lives so that they can be taught some game on these OGs. Okay, that's what they need to do. Okay, because everybody see what's going on, but straight drop. And it's unfortunate because he ain't got time to think about nothing like that. Hell, he worried about spending the rest of his life in jail because that is the end result for him, right? That's the end result. But anyways, I made this video long enough, child. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I had to go ahead and just put that on into the atmosphere. I wonder why he feel like he can little boy Judge Coffee. Okay. But that's his job. That's what he was paid to do. He gotta, the saying is you have to look him in the eyes. And this is what I've heard lawyers, this is what I've heard law I've heard a whole lot of people say. You gotta look them in the eyes and smile and make them think you're helping them. Okay. That's what they say. And that's exactly what they're doing to him. All right. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Speak with you later.